also, thank you guys so much for all the support and love. It is truly appreciated, always and always. So with that said, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe, like, comment, all of those things. Put bell notifications on. I really don't know if that helps or not, but if you want to be notified every time I post, that's a good way to do it. Alright, so we are in week 8, and maybe we'll do also a mid-season wrap-up, or not wrap-up, look at in the NCAA. Like, maybe I can do like some Heisman predictions and like who I think would be in the playoffs at this point in time. So let me just figure out how to do that and we'll do it. But we are in week 8. Lots of things have changed. FSU used all of their goods to beat Alabama in the first game, and they have started to falter a lot. Penn State out, James Franklin out, Texas, we'll see. They definitely showed up against Oklahoma. I mean, it didn't help that Oklahoma turned the ball over, I think, a few times, and you know, it is what it is there. But they looked a lot better. Texas looked a lot better. People wrote Alabama out. They are now sitting at number 6. Miami is a surprise here. You know, that could have went several different ways. Who else do we have as a surprise? Vanderbilt's still ranked. Indiana is also a surprise. I think I even said it in earlier videos that I didn't think Indiana was going to be as good as they are, and they are decent. So the first game we have, and it's actually, I mean, they have some nice Friday night games. We have Louisville and Miami. Miami's favorite. I'm going to take Miami, but Louisville's only lost once. It could be a close game, and maybe Louisville pulls out the upset, but I'll take Miami in Miami. Nebraska and Minnesota. Wow, my Midwestern accent came out with that. Minnesota. I'm gonna take Nebraska in this, just because they have baby Patrick Mahomes there. I have heard that maybe Matt Rhule is considering. I doubt it, but looking at maybe Penn State is looking at him. I think he went to Penn State, so you know, it'll be interesting. Maybe we could talk about where Penn State is as like a program, and who they could get as their next head coach. And I also just read an article before I started recording that they're looking at the Notre Dame head coach as well. It could get a little interesting. I bet you they probably will go high profile, but you never know. Tennessee at Alabama. That's a big game. That's a big game for me. Alabama's favored by 7.5 points. Alabama has beaten 3 ranked teams in a row. Can they make it 4? I think they do. In a very, very close game. Very close game. Like, I'm saying, like, 3 points close. You know, I haven't seen a lot of Tennessee, but I think Alabama has gotten better, and they're very resilient. So I'm expecting them to avenge their loss from last year and win in Tuscaloosa. The noon game is actually really good. swan song here in Madison. Michigan State at Indiana. I'll have to take Indiana. Michigan State isn't as fearful as they once were at one point in time. Texas A&M against Arkansas in Arkansas. Now, Arkansas did give Tennessee a little bit of a run for their money for some of that game last week, and I would like to think that maybe they would do the same here. I do think Texas A&M will win. They are favored by 7.5 points as the away team. I think that Texas A&M will handle it, but maybe Arkansas keeps it close in the beginning. Ooh, the 3:30 game, Ole Miss, Georgia in Athens. It's a big game. This big game for Georgia. Are they going to go 5-2? Is Ole Miss going to be 7-0? It'll be a good game. I will take UGA here. I'll take UGA. They are not the underdogs. They are favored by 8.5 points. I just think that they're not gonna lose to Alabama in Athens and then lose to Ole Miss in Athens. I think Kirby Smart comes out and they won't annihilate Ole Miss, but they'll win by a touchdown, I think. Texas Tech at Arizona State. Now, I don't know too much about this. I'm gonna take Texas Tech because they're the higher rated team. That's about where my knowledge goes on that. Memphis at UAB. It's great to see like Georgia Tech and Memphis ranked. Memphis is 6-0, and I think they'll be 7-0 against UAB. I don't see Memphis losing. It makes my like heart happy to see Tech and Memphis ranked. We have Oregon at Rutgers. I think Oregon bounced back. I think they bounced back and they beat Rutgers whole-handedly. Washington State and Virginia. Now Virginia's 5-1. Washington State's 3-3. I think Virginia will win. Texas at Kentucky. Now, this could be a really close game. It kind of just depends on which Texas team shows up. I think Texas wins. But if it's like not the Texas team that was there last weekend in against Oklahoma, if it's the other Texas teams, I think Kentucky has a shot to win this. USC Notre Dame, big rivalry. I think Notre Dame needs this win to even just, how is Notre Dame ranked 13 and they have 2 losses? Who have they played? They lost to Miami. They lost to Texas A&M. They lost to Miami and Texas A&M, and then they beat Purdue. They beat Arkansas. They beat Boise State. They beat NC State. Come on. Get over it. They're not worthy of that. I don't believe that they're worthy of the 13th. I'm going to take USC in this. I'd like to see USC win. Notre Dame irritates me. Sorry if you're a Notre Dame fan. They just do. FAU, South Florida. I like South Florida in this. Missouri and Auburn. I think Missouri will bounce back against Auburn. They didn't. It's not like Alabama beat them. Really. They were driving down the field and the quarterback threw an interception and that ended the game. I think that if that wouldn't have happened, they would have went down and scored pretty quickly and probably won that game. But right, it was that close. Let's see if they would have went down. Yeah, I think that Missouri's a good football team. I do think that they will beat Auburn, and I also like to see Auburn lose. Utah, BYU. Gonna go with the Mormons here. BYU. And then the last game in the top 25 is Cincinnati, Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State just fired their coach. I don't think that they win. I think Cincinnati will win. Let's go through really quick. SMU, Clemson. I do think that Clemson has to win out here, or else. I mean, I'm not saying Dabo's gonna get fired, but like I think you gotta win out here. I will take Clemson in this game. What do we have going on here? Mississippi State and Florida. That could be a good game. That could be a really good game. That's at 4:15 on the SEC network. I'll take Florida. We'll take the underdog here. I'll take Florida. They're technically not the underdog in the spread, but I'll take them. Let's see what else we got. Penn State, Iowa. Man, I think Penn State bounces back. They come back. I don't know, because Drew Aller is out. Not that he was doing anything great, and I really don't know their quarterback situation outside of Drew Aller. So, I mean, they could end up losing, but I'll take them. Cautionally take them. Maryland, UCLA could be a good game. UCLA is favored. I like what they're doing now that they have somebody that's going to use Nico to the best of his abilities, and I will take UCLA in that. Let's see what else we got here. That's about it. And we'll end the night with Florida State at Stanford. I think Florida State needs this win. They are favored by 17.5 points. And I think they'll win. They gotta get people to stop talking about how not great they are right now, and that they peaked against Alabama. And I think Alabama needs them to win some more games. So, but that is all I have for you guys tonight. Let me know what you think down below. Whether or not you think my predictions are okay or what. I'm very excited for the Alabama-Tennessee game. It is like this huge thing. It's the third Saturday in October. It's great. Our neighbors across the street, one is an Alabama fan, and one is a Tennessee fan. They both went to the respective schools, and whichever team wins, they get to fly the flag of that team for an entire year. Now, up until about 4 years ago, the Alabama flag flew very proud on that household, very proud off the deck of that household. Lately, it's been an every other year thing, so I'm hoping this is the other year and the Alabama flag will go back up. As of right now, they have a blow-up elephant and a blow-up Smokey the dog in their front yard. It scares my dogs every time they go outside, but it's still cool to see. So, I'm invested in that game on a personal standpoint, but also on the standpoint